Hello friends, Hails Tales here. So we are actually diving into Esports Godfather. Now this is technically still a demo version. I played the other demo version that was released a while back. This demo is called The Legend Begins. I believe this has everything that the full release is going to have, if not most everything, and I'm pretty sure that saves carry over. So what we're going to be diving into here is we're going to be doing a new game, of course, and we're going to be doing it on hell difficulty, and we're going to see as far as we can go. And then depending on how well we're doing, once the full game releases on May 23rd, we will either continue to play on this one or we will do a new run through. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Now the only thing that I planned on changing is I did want to put on playstyles, because that lets me decide where my jungler route's going to go, as well as the health thresholds for my athletes and all of that. So we're going to do hell and playstyle as a yes, and then let's get on into it. If you guys don't know what this game is, it's an esports simulating game that has a little bit of a card game involved into it. It can be relatively confusing right off the bat, so hopefully I can explain things in a decently easy to understand way. So you're playing as the coach, so of course you want to be able to just pick whatever character you want. This isn't going to have too much of an effect on the game or anything besides just who pops up. So we're probably just going to be a blonde boy. You know, this guy's short and we're short, so we're going with the short boy. We'll call him Hale. Alright, so our picture. That's a good question. We should have thought of that. What would be cool? Can I do what I want to do? Can I do what I want to do? Can I put the face as the eye? Yes, please. Okay. We're gonna be called FaceBot FBT. Alrighty. Okay, so choosing our career assistant, as far as I know, doesn't really matter. Just pick who you think looks cute, and that means we're probably going with the redhead because adorable. Both redheads are adorable. Blades. I don't remember what the first person's name was. It's just cute. How many options? Okay, Cosmic. We can go with the blonde cute girl. We can go with the Cybers girl with a cute ass hat. We love hats. Ice King has a bow. We could do a bow. Chaos is just adorable. Infern looks like he's a pilot. Dunks is a hunk. Boltzer's cute as hell. I think we're gonna go with Darks though. Okay, so we'll grab Darks. Hello, Coach Hale. It's an honor to be your assistant. In the future, I will assist you in handling various club affairs. Now let's start building the club from scratch. Next, I will ask you a few questions, and based on the answers, I will contact a batch of suitable athletes for you to choose from. What do you think is the most indispensable element in a team? Now, since we're on Hell mode, we only get 3 rerolls per athlete, and then depending on what we say here is going to dictate the stats for our athletes. So you guys will see that in a second. The first episode here is probably going to be a little bit longer because we're going to go through all the initial stuff, and then we'll do one game mode, and then all the other episodes we'll play one match and see as far as we can get. Hopefully, I'm trying to get through the entire demo undefeated before the initial release. So let's see what we can do. But our options here are discipline, obedience to command, and execution are the key to victory. Innovation, breaking conventions can lead to unexpected victories. Adaptability, being like a fish in water in every game version. And unity and trust, the foundation of a team. Now, I'm a big fan of MMOs and MOBAs and really any competitive online games that you can really find. I've been playing League of Legends since it was in beta. I was playing the original Dota as the Warcraft 3 mod. I was, lucky as a kid. My dad's always had a lot of computers. We've had at least 3 gaming computers at a time, so me, my dad, and my brother could play a lot of games together. So I personally believe, especially in the pro scene, one of the most important things is being adaptable in every patch, every game version. You can't just be good during one patch while a champion's good once type of thing. You want to be able to flex into everything. Now, what does your ideal team look like? United and working together, facing challenges as one. Everyone has a unique advantage in creativity, like red flowers and green leaves with a common core, or each one has their strengths complementing others' weaknesses. I think everyone Each one having their strengths complementing others' weaknesses is always good. It's very hard to be a player without weaknesses, but if our team is able to kind of have each other's back, that sounds the best. What style of game do you most like? Sharp spear, continuously accelerating offense. Sturdy shield, so you can counterattacks and defense. Balanced sword, the key to victory lies in a unified offense and defense. Or an agile bow, adapting unpredictably and catching opponents off guard. So for me personally, especially when it comes to League of Legends and Dota, I tend to play mid laners, and I actually tend to play control mages. I really like playing a more slow reactive playstyle, very defensive. My main characters would be like a Nivea and a Zir type of thing, or just Invoker because, you know. So either the sturdy shield so you can counterattacks and defense, or a balanced sword. I would probably go with the shield because I do tend to be more reactive than proactive. So I'd like to either just sit there and farm or wait for my opponents to make mistakes and then capitalize on that. So me personally, I'd go with that. In your opinion, what is the most important ability for a player? Gold determines everything. The ability to maneuver both offensively and defensively is crucial. Courage for a decisive battle to the death, or effective communication with teammates is essential. So now, gold determines everything. I'm assuming that means good farming, good understanding of keeping relevant in the game throughout the entire time. The ability to maneuver both offensively and defensively is very important. You want somebody who can be both proactive and reactive, somebody who's able to play from ahead and behind. Effective communication with teammates is essential. Yes and no. Some teams are very good with just having one voice on the team. So if we go back to like early Cloud9 with Lemonation and High type of thing, Lemonation is very good at controlling objectives in the early game, and then High is just like the voice of what's happening type of thing. So with Balls and Meteos and Sneaky at the time, communication might not be too essential for them, while other teams on the other hand have a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So I think I'm going to go for Courage for a decisive battle to the death. Nothing annoys me more than when you don't just fight. You're gonna die anyways and you're running away. The best thing you can do is turn around and fight. Maybe you get lucky crits type of thing, go off, pop off, go crazy. So we always want to be fighting to the death. We don't need cowards on our team. All right, I have a complete understanding now. If you're ready to select athletes for the club, you can click continue. If you have any more questions about club affairs, I'll try to answer them. So how do we enter the professional league? So for that, we just have to win, right? We have to win just like in football or soccer. We have to win and get promoted into the next league and avoid relegation. Responsibilities of the coach, we're doing all the picks and bans, things like that, and helping player development. There's a lot more added into this demo than there was last time, so I'm really excited to check out the player development stuff. So we'll go right on into it. Now this is the hard part. We might cut this down, or we might have an entire playthrough going through, but we are going to try to go through each individual athlete here and really focus up. So down here on the right, before anybody messes anything up, all body 1 and body 2. Body 1's male, body 2 is female, or we can do all just to get whatever we want. So first things first, check out the stats. Offense is very useful for your offensive cards for field hits and things like that. Very influential on fight hit, field hit, and offensive scaling. Defense is influential on farming efficiency and defensive scaling, as well as fight evade and field evade. Mechanics is influential on fight hit and field hit with a slight impact on attributes other than farming efficiency. Your reflex is going to be fight evade and field evade with a little bit of things into it, and then your farming is influential on your farming. And then there's a slight impact on everything else. But very much what you would expect out of the stats. So as a top laner, and then we can immediately check his hero pool. So they should be starting out with 5 heroes each. Somebody might have 4. I don't think anybody should have 3. Yep. And then I think the max amount of heroes you can learn is about 13. And the starting heroes are going to actually be relatively useful. When we're on the hell difficulty, the AI's athletes are going to be learning and developing at a much faster rate than us. So we have to make sure that we have a good array of characters. But before we check out the hero pool, very important is our match trait and our routine trait. So at the end of a game, XP gained from medals increased by 100. That's actually really nice. And when the athlete scores their first kill, gain 8 strategy points and draw up to 9 cards. That is also very nice. If we're able to get a kill in the middle of a round, we can regain our strategy points, draw up some cards. This guy's actually not looking bad. Reflex is fine to be low for the top laner. I'm okay with that. Both offensive and defensive is good because it's going to be depending on who he's playing. Just looking at this real fast, a couple really good characters in my opinion. Miki is really useful because he's always going to be in dragon fights. I really enjoy Wukong as just a straight up tank who is buffing and debuffing, which is always useful, especially. Yeah, he's immune to debuffs, so there's a couple like 80 carries. There's a couple of them that do debuffs. There's a couple of supports, so you can really mess people up by throwing Wukong into the mix. Fatty White, I don't tend to use too often, but he can be useful if we need it. I really enjoy Aurelio as a jungle controller as well as a roamer. They have a couple abilities that let them do both. And then Kid can go absolutely crazy if you have a good setup for him. So Vincent K, we might just be keeping. I like the match trait, I like the routine trait, and the stats are looking okay. Azaleus. Alright, so right off the bat, his stats are looking alright. The mechanics being that low is a little bit weird, but that's not bad for the jungler. Fight hit and field hit is alright, but he has good offense, which increases the fight hit and the field hit as well as good farming. And I personally think farming is really important on junglers. Each time this athlete participates in a kill, spawn 1 clear jungle into your hand. If up to 2 times per round. If you score the kill, additionally spawn 1 poacher. So we're actually going to grab this because it's going to help us just control the jungle. I think we might keep him. Hero Mastery XP gained from intensive training is increased by an additional 3 points. Cost of intensive training reduced by 40. That's huge for on hell difficulty, just because our athletes are going to be leveling up significantly slower than normal. Now in the hero pool, Aurelio's good because we have a flex pick, which is always nice to have. Zealot, I really like if our support has Paloa, which she doesn't, but we might swap to try to find one. And then both Lubis and Zhang Ji Qi are very good at just being assassins, you know, just doing damage-wise. And our top laner has the tanking aspect covered, so I think we're actually going to end up keeping this guy as well. Dogfather, increase 8% fight hit rate, spawn 1 clear jungle into hand for each time participating in a kill. Okay, that's fine. That's good because the mid laner is very close to everything jungle-wise, both our jungle and the enemies, so I can kind of pick and choose what needs to happen. If our jungler is off doing something else, I can take our farm to quickly just get it to start resetting, so we're not wasting time having jungle creeps just up that nobody's grabbing. The athlete's attribute XP gained from scrimmage is increased by 50%, and hero mastery XP is increased by 2. I don't know what scrimmage is. I don't believe it was in the last beta, but that could be something that we want. I'm assuming it's going to be practice matches. Now, they are very, very, very all-round, which I actually don't mind for our mid laner, which is actually, so we got 2 assassins right off the bat. Both of these are very good assassins, good mobility, lots of kill power. Kamatachi has a lot of draw power. Xing GK has a lot of kill power. We also have 2 tanks here in the middle. Wolfgang's a little bit more of a hybrid, but he's very good at being a tank. And Fatty White is a tank, and we do have a flex pick there. And then we have 2 strong supports as well. So I think we're going to probably end up keeping her, just because I don't want to risk my rerolls. It's 3 rerolls per roll, so don't worry about that. But I do like what we have with her. I think her stats are good to start with. And also, everyone's 20, so everyone's not too young, and everyone's too old either. I don't think Hell Mode actually has retirement on or anything like that, so we might change that in our next one. All right. Increase field hit, farming efficiency, offensive scaling, and defensive scaling. Whenever Hero Mastery XP is gained, there's a 30% chance that other heroes will also gain 1 point of Hero Mastery. Interesting, interesting. Now, I personally really enjoy the bot lane, AD carry type of characters, so I do like having a lot of heroes on the character. Right off the bat, these 3 are great. Deep Space, Elmi, and Gang are all very good. Deep Space has constant field hit with his rockets, which is really nice. Elmi has a lot of poke, and she has a lot of engage. Gang has a lot of AoE type of things. And then Niels, if we do need magical damage. And I personally really enjoy Niels. I haven't used him in the bot lane much in the last beta. I don't even know if he was available in the bot lane hero pool, so that's really exciting to see. Honestly, we might stick with her. Her offense is great and her farming is great. The defense mechanics don't really matter. Reflex I wish was a little bit higher, but we can get that up. The Tong. Okay. Huge defense. For each victory in Dragon, Herald, or Colossus teamfight, gain 1 charge. Only can be used when there are 2 charges. When activated, spawn Adrenaline and add into your hand. So Adrenaline is gained 6 strategy point Obviously, you cannot play after attached. Reduce 1 strategy point when this card enters into the hand. And luck becomes especially good. Okay, I don't care about the match trait, nor particularly the routine trait. And I don't care about the hero pool. I really enjoy Zealot. And the first hero I think I'll grab from here is going to be the AD carry with a tank, with a pet. So if we can get Paloma, I think her name, or Palua or something, she's a support that casts shields on the front line, and I think that's actually a really good combo. We'll probably re-roll the Tong, and I don't really care what gender, so let's see. 3, Guo C. Okay, each time the deployment phase begins, search for one of this athlete's cards and add it to your hand with the reduced cost 2. The farming doesn't matter. Reflex, okay, let's check the hero pool. Ooh, the hero pool's good. Dylan, Pengzhong Zishu, Penyang, I don't even know. Pasai, and there we go, Palulu. That's the one I was looking for. Plus we have Tiger Boy and Fatty White for a flex if we need it. I don't particularly care for the match trait because really just depends on what cards we get in her hands, so some can be good, some can be bad. Luck becomes especially good. I don't know what this means. But I think we might stick with her just because that hero pool is nasty. So, it's looking like we only had to use 1 reroll. I'm actually relatively happy with the team that we got, so I say we just go for it. Alright, in the club, you are looking at the list of players in front of you. The 5 players you selected are standing nervously in front of you. There is silence in the coaching room, and you can even hear the heavy breathing of a player. So, our support, gulp. You hear someone gulp in the corner of the coaching room. Alright, it's decided to be you guys. God, my hair's so yellow. Upon hearing your words, the players' tense hearts finally relax. Great, from today onwards, I'll start competing. Yeah, hey, my competitive journey starts today. Silence, no words spoken. Now, I'm pretty sure 3 Goa C, these 3 are 20. I'm pretty sure our AD carry is 18, Goa C is only 19, so she's a little young, you know. So we're gonna comfort the players. Haha, don't be too nervous. We're a new team. As long as you can follow my lead, step by step, we'll surely have our stage in the professional league. Everyone says, yes, coach. So from today onwards, our Facebook team, or Facebot team is established, FBT. And everyone's just gonna say, let's go. Alrighty. Years later, as a superstar coach in the P League, facing interviews after winning the championship, you will surely remember the distant afternoon when the club was just established and you and the players awkwardly shouted slogans together. So once again, we've got Ubechin. I don't know what I want to call her. Ubechin. We're calling her Ubechin. Azalius, Dogfather, 3 Gosi, probably just Gyosi, and Vincent K. Okay, so year 1, Challenger Series kickoff, month 8, week 3. Let's get this going. We have completed all the procedures for registering our club, and next we will enter the Cyber Cafe selection competition. The promotion rules for the selection competition will be announced at the start of the Cyber Cafe competition. Perfect, can't wait any longer, let's get into it. Alright, so now the way this is set up, sorry, I hit my mic, I apologize if that was loud. So the way that this is set up is you're going to be facing the exact same teams in order, and they're going to be labeled from, weakest to strongest as they go through. If we do end up being able to get through the entire thing on Hell difficulty, we might, next playthrough, we might swap it. There is an option to have the teams completely randomized, so we might face like Premier 1 League teams right off the bat, things like that. Alright, so hello, I am a member of the event organizing committee. I will introduce the rules of the selection competition. This time in the selection competition, we are trying to make the rules more humanized by giving the audience the power to decide who can enter the professional league. You need to gain enough audience support within 6 rounds of competition, then you can enter the 2nd Division League and become an official member. So we just gotta win, basically, to get to our qualifying point. To gain more support, it's simple, just win. The more you win, the more audiences will like you. Good luck. Now we should, hopefully, be able to go undefeated in this league and get promoted to League 2. Now, we're facing Rat Gaming right off the bat, so this is the club we'll be competing against. This is going to be where all the stats are. I'm actually just going to skip through this, and I'll tell you guys myself. So once we start playing things, it'll tell us the average kills, first bloods, first towers, dragons, average rounds, as well as showing us the most played characters, or heroes, which is going to be a pretty important thing going on in This here is going to be where we train our athletes. So with all of these basic trainings, it's just all XP is +8. Training partner increases the effectiveness of every other person in that column by 20%, and damage in team fights increases the offensive XP and the mechanics XP, and it is very nice. If another damage in team fight is placed in the same column, this course gains +25% effect. So we're going to want to stack those. Now, right off the bat, the most important thing for that, I think, is we're going to throw it right there onto our bot lane carry. We're going to throw training partner onto our support for now. She's not too bad with her scalings. Everyone's relatively the same. Fight evade's pretty low. Okay. So you can also view details. It'll just break down everything onto the side for you if you have a lot. Once we get farther into the game, we'll actually have a lot more to put in, so it's going to be important. We can also just rearrange our athletes instead of having to rearrange the boxes themselves, but I commonly end up just doing the boxes because I like my athletes being in order of their roles. No critical successes, which is very, very sad right off the bat. Not a single critical success, but that's all right. So you'll see over here real fast will be everybody's increase to their XP. And then this will show you exactly for each one what's getting boosted up. All right, so let's just dive on into this game. Hopefully that exposition with all that wasn't too long. All right, so we got 2 people voting for Rat Gaming, 1 person thinking that we can win. This will show you guys their specifics. So their hero pool is an E+. That just means we probably have 2 characters who have 5 heroes, 3 who have 4. They probably have 4 who have 4 type of idea. And it'll tell you, of course, the grade for each character, or for each athlete. So we're just going to dive on in. There's not too much to look at the moment, just because of the fact that we've all just started. Now, a big thing to look at right now is going to be the best heroes. Best heroes for us and things don't particularly matter at the moment, just because we are starting off. You can see everything says beginner, so we'll start leveling things up, but this does show us a little bit of what to prepare for later on. And of course, we can also see their stats. So this guy's field hit, field evade is pretty low. The harass rate's going to be relatively low, and then he's basically equal in everything else. So we got a little bit of a head start on him, but each time a farm card is in this athlete, plays for this athlete, it increases by additional 2.5%. So we just don't want to have him alone farming too much. All right, same with this guy. He's going to be farming pretty well too. We're relatively even on everything except for fight, hit, and fight evade. We're going to be a little farther in. We will have to look at Hakuna, Kamatachi. I don't know who we're going to ban quite yet. Same thing for this. Before the 40th round, this athlete's fight cards have their combat duration increased by 1 and their cost reduced by 2. That can be dangerous, so we got to remember that, especially if they do end up playing Zhangxi type of thing. They can do some dive-ins with their fights and increase it from a 3-round fight to a 4-round fight, or a 2-round fight to a 3-round fight, so we got to worry about that. Our field hit is actually higher, but our field evade is lower. I think this is the first time so far. Now, for every 15 consecutive rounds survived, spawn 1 warm-up into your hands. So I think we're gonna try to just really focus on the bot lane to make sure that the warm-ups don't get out of hand or anything like that. And last but not least, when activated during this round, I got distracted by the character model, you know? Okay, when activated during this round, the cost of all initiative cards is reduced by 3 and the fight duration is reduced by 1. Okay, so we gotta watch out for that. We gotta know that they can initiate with lower cost, but it will have reduced rounds, so they can't do as much damage. And it's looking like we got the same relative, gorgeous, same relative hero pools here. All right, so this is the lineup. We're doing Facebot Gaming versus Rat Gaming. Let's dive on into this. Okay, so our turn to ban 1. Now, we only have 1 ban right off the bat, and we are going to use it on something that we do not want to deal with. And to be honest, out of all of these, we don't have anything that pops out too heavily right off the bat for danger-wise. So I do think we're actually going to take out Hakuna because he can get kind of annoying with his roaming capabilities. Depending on what they pick first, we might focus on our top lane. So they banned... Ooh, okay, so they banned Aurelio. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pick Miki first, I think. Just because they have Miki and I don't want them taking it because he always fights in Dragon and Herald fights and that's very obnoxious. So we are going to take Miki first. Just have that rock in the top lane kind of helping us out up there. We might take jungle support next, depending on what they're taking. Okay. So both of these guys do good amount of damage. This guy was going to prioritize the lowest attack enemy, or the attack enemy with the lowest amount of health. So to help counteract this guy from just completely destroying our back line, as well as this girl shooting out multiple attacks, we're going to take Zealot because he spawns 2 clones. And then we're going to take Polulu, who is going to be able to buff both the Zealot and the clones and Miki. So we're going to have a really beefy front line. Okay, so they're going Fatty White, so they got a little bit of a tank in the front and the top. Ooh, okay, so they're doing Kamatachi in the mid lane instead. Zhang. And then Zhang Qi is going to be our jungler. Okay, so they haven't picked a top laner yet, but it has to be Tiger Boy. If I did ban, so there are ways to be able to ban out, pick, and have somebody not have anything. I believe that randomly selects them a champion from the top lane pool, and they're just not trained in it very well. So, in the mid lane, I don't think we're going to take Niels. I think we're actually probably going to take Gang or Deep Space. I think we'll go Deep Space with Polulu in the backline is fine. And then... Ooh. I can really buff up Deep Space with Dylan if I wanted to, or I could take Tiger Boy. So I think I'm actually going to take Tiger Boy. It's going to force him into a random pick. Oh, he swaps over to Fatty White. That's actually nice. I like that. I like that. All right, so Tiger Boy, whenever he attacks an enemy, it applies a stun. And that's going to be very exciting. If he's able to get an attack off on one of these 2 key players, things can go pretty well. The only tank they got is Fatty White. We're going to have a pretty beefy front line with our double clones, as well as Miki and Zealot being shielded up. So as long as Deep Space can kind of pull off the damage, things can be good. So as you increase your mastery in the character, it'll unlock more and more stuff for you. But of course, right now, everyone will have 0. It also will show you the cards that your characters have here. Now, since I have playstyles unlocked, I can tell them how much health I want them to call back on. So, especially with characters that have, if I survive multiple rounds type of thing, I want them to call back on higher health, or other ones I'll have on a little lower health. I am going to jungle route to, I'm going to start at top, and we'll go down to the bottom. And then everybody else I'm going to leave at 40% for right now for coming back. And let's get into it. Alright, so the game's kind of confusing at the start. So it's all going to be an auto battler up until the point where you have 8 power. So you're going to start gaining power at round 11. So the bottom right here, you can see what round it is. It's currently around 12, 13. So you don't control anything until you have 8 points. And now we made sure we tasked our guy to be down here at the bottom, so that we can go ahead and engage if we wanted to here. We do see Kamatachi's up top, kind of threatening Miki, but I don't think these 2 guys can kill them together. This right here will show you all of our passives if anything else is going crazy. Now, this is going to be... The main point of the game is a card builder and going through all that. So right off the bat, the first thing we can see is we actually don't have any... initiation, so we actually can't attack, which is obnoxious, but that's all right. So we don't need to worry about roaming. Stealing a jungle monster could be useful, so we can just take this jungle monster to start immediately gaining more and more points for our boy here. So our missiles here are going to be useful for just constantly attacking. We do have a runic shield here. Now the way this works is you always have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards, 8 cards, something like that. And you have 8 points. Now, if I use 2 points, I will get another turn as soon as I get 8 points back. So that's a very important mechanic to the game, is you want to balance your points. You don't want to spend all 8 at the same time, all the time, because you won't be able to go before your opponent can go. This is tracking when it's about to turn to dragons, so there's 12 rounds until dragon, so we want to make sure that we're healthy and ready for dragon. It'll show you who participates in, and also, of course, we have Miki, so he'll always participate in dragons. So, right off the bat, I think we're going to assimilate. This is choose an enemy or a hero target within 2 hexes. I jump on them, I perform 3 attacks, and I restore max HP to myself if that was useful. So I think we're going to try to force these guys either out of lane or to recall. But we're also going to steal the jungle. So I'm going to steal the jungle. We're going to jump on this girl. Do a lot of damage. And then we're not going to use this quite yet because it's random. And I think if I just attack twice on this girl, we should be able to get them annoyed. We can also fight because we just pulled the fight, which is huge. All right, so the number one thing we want here is we want to make sure we kill at least one, if not two of these guys. We have 6, 4. So I'm going to Runic Shield our deep space, and we're going to actually engage first because we don't want to waste the 2 points using a missile if we don't have to. But we will save the missile points for if things go crazy. So we are going to move the speed up to at least 2 to start with, probably 4 throughout the entire thing. But as you can see, I have my little guys at the front, and they have their shields on, and it's just going to be very difficult for them to get past through that. And then with our shield boys, the more damage they take, it'll start making their assassin focused on them, Ziggy, because she hits the target who has the lowest amount of health. Alright, so I think we actually will get a triple kill here. Now, Palulu doesn't attack, she only makes shields. Okay, so I think... Cool. So yeah, alright, so we're getting we're getting a double kill here, because we are going to be able to missile. Missiles always hit. Ooh, it didn't kill. It didn't kill. Alright, so I might do perfect tempo to increase my farming. There's no enemy, there's no monster within 2 hexes to eliminate besides my own jungle, so we'll do that. And perfect tempo, so increase farming efficiency by 30, lasting into the next deployment phase, then discard all cards and end the deployment phase immediately. So I skip my next deployment phase, but I get the increased tempo. Now we're thinking about how useful that's going to be. This guy has to go back. We're going to have a lot of time to farm. I think it might be worth it. We're going to try it out just because I never really used it the last time in the last demo. So we'll see how useful that can get through. So she's going to recall as soon as his turn ends. He's now going to go through his points. So far, Static Lightning costs 0, so we'll see what he does. Now, some of the important parts that I know for right now, we have to make sure we know that their mid laner can roam like crazy. It does seem that she ended up going mid, Kamatachi ended up going jungle. She can roam and do a lot of attacks, so can Kamatachi. So with our guys getting lower on health, we always want to make sure we're watching for that. So now with this initiation, it's 4 rounds, so he's dead. Tiger Boy is gonzo. Yep, especially with that miss. We might have been able to survive if I was able to get a stun off on both of them, but the miss is rough. Yep, alright. So we might have been able to survive if we got that first stun, but it was looking like we were going to be 1 hit away no matter what, actually. We got first blood, so we got the bonus gold. Now, their bottom lane did get an assist for that because they did cast a spell initially. Our bot lane should be able to just continuously bully for now. Alright, so let's see here. We don't want to attack under tower because it will cause the tower to attack us, and that just doesn't sound very fun right now. Ooh, okay, so we're going to devour. We're going to move here. We're going to clear these 3 monsters. That's one option we have here. Chicken running's cool. I move closer to an ally and I shield them, but I don't particularly think I need to at the moment. Poke could be useful for just poking people down for 1. Our missiles, of course, are always going to be useful. Let's see. We might Runic Shield on top of Tiger Boy because he might get jumped on again. So we're definitely going to Runic Tiger Boy. Now we're going to Runic Deep Space in case they want to engage on us next. We're going to Devour. Really start getting the gold coming into this guy. It's going to be very, very beneficial for us if we can. I don't particularly think... We're going to poke just to get it out of our hands, I think. Because Tiger Boy We might be, if they stay, we might be able to engage on them later. If not, that's fine. We're gonna save our 3 so that we have right after dragon a good amount of hopefully we win dragon. So right after dragon, we're gonna have a good amount of mobility not mobility, but a good amount of momentum going in. They will most likely, I'm assuming they're gonna try to go down to 0 points just to get that going. Okay, that's huge that missed. You can hover over this, it'll pause the game and let you read it real fast. I'm sorry that I'm not doing that. I remember most of the cards from the last beta. But she's an enemy hero. Attack if the attack hits, apply 20 armor reduction to the target. The effects cannot stack, last until the end of the next fight. So that would have been big if they hit that, because that would have lasted till the dragon fight. And that would have been really annoying. Okay, so as you can see, Miki's coming diving on in. We're gonna have our Zealot with our 2 little clones as well as Palulu. We should be able to just wipe this out entirely. So the winning condition's only killing 1 enemy hero. So as soon as 1 enemy hero dies, the fight ends. And then we'll get a treasure for that. So we are going to participate in the dragon fight. This is something new. The old beta always required you to participate. So even if it was in a bad situation, but we're diving on in. They should, we just gain the reward. Perfect. So now, we should be able to just immediately initiate on the bottom lane if it were in a good position. Ooh, okay. Let's see if I can get anybody over here. I don't think so, actually. Okay, so all heroes gain 150 gold from our treasure for winning the dragon fight. We gain 2 strategy points and draw 3 cards. Could be nice to hopefully get this guy something to get him over here, because that's what we really need, is to get him over here so that he can join the fight. Otherwise, we don't have too much going on. Now, Double Trouble, we choose an ally hero. The target gains Tiger Boy's ability and increases their attack power by Tiger Boy's level times 10 until the next fight, and it only costs 1. So that is something we can do if we just want to engage between these guys, but this girl hits very hard, so Emmy or whatever her name is, she hits really hard. We're going to seize the initiative here, see if anything works. Nothing worked out, but that's all right. Mischief is unable to participate in fights last until the... Ooh. So we can throw that on her and then just kill her support right off the bat. That might be a good idea, actually. If it lands. But we're not close enough. But I don't have a roam either. Damn, I don't have anything useful in this hand. Alright, so what we want to do when we don't have anything too useful in our hand, we have 10, so we want to spend a little bit here. Trying to think if I can actually kill these guys with just these guys. I don't think I can. Okay, so we're actually going to farm. Push. Farm, maybe. Maybe we farm, push, and farm. And we don't need to push, though. If we double farm, we bring it down to 4. And then we'll be able to get our points back up right before the Herald fight actually comes on in. Now, you lose the closest cards to this side that you don't use until you have your max cards in your hand again. So we want to make sure if any of the cards over here are something that we really want to use, we use them now. Now the initiative, I'm just afraid we're going to die and we're going to lose our bonus that we got going. But maybe we can go fucking crazy here. Let me think. Okay, so I can chicken run. Chicken run for 2 won't get me close enough, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 1 away. And I don't have another thing to move him forward. Mischief's not going to really matter. I can't dive the tower either. Okay. So we're going to Runic Ward, apply on everybody. Adrenaline. Traveler's Blessing. Engage, I think. Traveler's Blessing, and we're initiating. Ooh, or do I just double farm it? Keep my crazy shields going. This hero's attack deals an additional 30 damage in field, increasing farming efficiency by 30 and restores 15% max HP per round. The shield can hold up to 100. Lasts until shield is depleted. I think we're probably going to keep the shield up and we'll double farm. Yep, I decided we're double farming. And we'll push. So the double farming here is huge for us. We're going to force her back. We have a lot of farm going on. I did the AoE shield on everybody just to make sure Tiger Boy stayed safe because Kamatachi was in lane with him. So Kamatachi is still relatively in close enough to hit him with his cards because he has a lot of mobility in his cards. Now Herald starts up in 6. That was very annoying. She took a decent amount of jungle farm from us there. Gold Rush is also annoying. Focused Thinking, gain 2 strategy points, decrease 10% field hit and 10% field evade for 10 rounds. Can only play 1 time. Okay. Gold Rush again, while in your hand, increase your farming efficiency by the number of tokens. After playing this card, it returns to the left. Most of your hand gain 1 token and increases the cost. So we're increasing our farming, they're increasing theirs. We got our first turret gold, which is really nice because I was worried our mid lane might actually fall. Now I believe, yep, it should, yep, perfect. So it lets me do the engage first before the Herald goes. So to make sure that we guarantee our Herald here, we either can Traveler's Blessing Palulu herself. I don't think we want to volley. Could try to burn one of these guys down just to get him out of the way. Nice, nice. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I'm only 300 gold more than her, and she's got her passive going, so I don't want to jump on her yet. Is this enough damage, or should I missile once? So I think I'm gonna missile because they have 7 points, so no matter what, they're gonna go before me. So saving it, I don't think is too useful in this situation. So we'll missile once on her, get her low enough to the point where I think they're going to deny. They're not gonna actually do the Herald fight. So participate in the Herald team fight? Yes, please. Yep, we gained the reward. And then hopefully these guys just stay over here so we can kill them. Now Herald's the top laner, the mid laner, and the jungler. Fatty White was already at like half HP, so I really doubted that they were going to do anything there. And then this is going to give us, hopefully they stay here in the bot lane. Because he's going to be pathing, Zealot's going to be pathing down to the jungle here, and then we have his initiative card ready. Ooh, that's obnoxious. It's going to push him back once, which is going to delay him getting here. She's going to keep using Gold Rush, so she's going to turn into a problem soon. And the warm-ups, she's going to turn into a huge problem, but hopefully our Zealot clones work the way we want them to work. Alrighty. So I think we're probably just going to jump straight in and initiate. We're not going to worry about anything else. I don't think we need to seize the initiative to get any bonuses going, and I don't actually think we need to Runic Shield anybody, and I'd rather save the 2 points to be able to go sooner. So we're going to initiate. We're going to jump right on these guys. It's 3 rounds. We should be able to kill one of them within 3 rounds. I don't think we'll get 2 kills just because the clones don't do too much damage. It really just depends on how good they focus. We are going to turn it to 4 speed for now. So we're spreading our focus out a little bit, which is really obnoxious. We do have missiles once again. Oh, that's huge. Okay, we might actually kill if... Now both you guys attack. Oh, we're not going to... Damn, 9 health. If they died right there, we'd be able to kill the other one, but that's all right. Okay, so we have 2 points. Missile. I don't think we're going to kill you. That's 208 damage. Space level times 25. Space, you're 8. What's 25 times 8? 160 is 20. 208 plus, that's not going to kill. Damn. Ooh. So we have Summon Herald. This is new. So choose an enemy turret, deal 30% of the target's max HP damage. If there are no enemy heroes in that turret's hex, increase the damage by 50. So we're actually going to just bop the top tower real fast. Destroy that, get it out of here. We're going to clear the jungle. Now, we're going to deselect real fast and hover over it. It'll show you how much gold these are worth, so we want to make sure that we're clearing the ones that are worth more. So we didn't want to clear that one because it's 36. These two are 39. I think we're going to seize the initiative, gain 2 strategy points, and then double missile. Yeah, we're double missiling. Yep. Why can't I double missile? You can only play you can only play the missile once per this round. That's all right. That's all right. Now, I don't want to push because I don't want to get too far out because Kamatachi, they're going to go before me. I don't need to push the top lane. I just destroyed the turret. I don't need anything to poke. If I had a roam and then poke, that would be very nice. We might just perfect tempo here because there's not a lot of cards here that I'm really focusing on saving. Devour's really nice to have. Devour is very nice to have. And perfect tempo will be saved. Okay, so we're actually going to save that just because I want to be able to use Devour. Oh, I'm going to lose Devour no matter what. Damn, I should have perfect tempoed. I got to make sure I'm counting the cards right. Yep, because we're always going to lose. Missile doesn't get lost. You never lose the missile. I should have perfect tempoed because... But that's all right. We live and we learn. So dragons in 1 round. We are going to be able to go just before dragon, which is nice. So we're going to be able to attempt to push out the bot lane. Mid lane might die again, but that's all right. Yeah. They're focusing on mid lane. We're kind of focusing on bot lane. Our top is going crazy on his own. That's okay. Once again, their support gets an assist for that. Doesn't matter. Mid laners don't participate in the dragon fights anyways. 4-on-4. Both of these guys have their passives going, which is kind of obnoxious, but we're going to fight it anyways. Yep. I figured they would fight this time. I thought I was going to be able to go before the dragon fight started, but apparently not, but that's all right. So now they've shot our little guys a couple times, so the assassin, should be focusing on Palulu on the back, sadly, because she's the lowest health. So Palulu will probably die first, which is very obnoxious. And as soon as somebody gets to 20, Samurai Girl is going to be able to insta-kill them. So really it's a matter of can we focus down the right targets, which is not looking the case. It's the first to get 2 kills though, and we'll probably get their gunner down before Palulu actually falls, which is really nice. And then once Palulu falls... Oh no! The passive popped off! Alright, so we lost that one, which sucks. They get a treasure. We lost 2 of our guys. As soon as she was able to kill somebody, her passive is she's able to bounce between people, so she was able to take both of them down in 1 hit. If we were able to focus a little bit better, things might have gone our way, but that's alright. We are still winning in the majority of the areas. Now, we are going to just immediately give our top laner some farm. But we don't want to use a lot of our points because we want to be able to use them once our guys spawn back in. Because we definitely want to just devour all of this around us. We could initiate as well on her. Okay, let's think here. Yeah, I think initiating on her, getting her down, would be very nice. And I think that's going to be more useful than devouring at the moment. It's just killing her and getting her shut down. Okay. So that dragon fight went a little bit sideways just because we weren't able to focus down and get any kills going quickly. So they were able to just keep getting the damage stacked on top of us. But that's all right. We get the kill on her. Get her to stop farming for a little bit. She doesn't have free range. Huge. All right, 41, 39, 39, 39. Okay. Take. And obviously it's the only one we can take, so take. We are not going to push or anything like that. He should fall back at 40% health, which I believe he's at. Yep. So we didn't have to worry about taking care of him or anything like that. They're just now reaching our bottom turret, which is fine. We are going to lose Devour, which sucks, but there's not a lot of monsters on our side of the field at the moment anyways, so we weren't going to be able to use that to the utmost efficiency. Worm-ups are annoying. We do have our shock on him. We got to remember that. We will have initiate in the bottom lane, but Zealot went back. We can still probably initiate in the bottom lane and win, depending on what they play here. Now we do have to start getting our top laner involved a little bit more. That was obnoxious. Yep. Yep. Alright, so our mid laner's dying again, but that's alright. No, if he attacked the other one. We might have survived if he didn't attack the same guy twice, if he stunned the other girl. But that's okay. That is alright. We're primarily focusing through the bottom lane this game. There's absolutely no point focusing anywhere else. We could probably just initiate and kill. We might missile afterwards to guarantee the kill, but we are just going to fight bottom lane no matter what right now. Come on, deep space. Just hit the right target one more time. You got this, bro. Yeah! Okay, okay, perfect. So we're not going to waste our points on missile or anything like that, but there was a chance that he shot the other girl 3 times or things like that, so that's why we were saving missile in case. We don't need to runic shield anybody because the person we should runic shield is already dead. Cool, let's get through it. God, her attack power is terrifying on the other side. 551, 419. Now we are in their base in the bot lane, which is phenomenal. God, I really wish we were not where we are right now. So close out the game, starts a 5v5 team fight where we all go at each other, and if we win, whoever wins wins the game. We do not want to do that right now. Honestly, we don't. Honestly, we don't want to do fucking anything right now. We want these guys to get out of here because they're gonna get jumped on. But I don't have any way of saving them. Okay, so we're runic shielding ourselves. If I airstrike, I can't airstrike anybody and actually get them to back off. And I can't airstrike missile either to get them to back off. So I think I'm going to save my points so that I can go just before the next dragon fight. So they're probably going to initiate here on the bottom. So hopefully things don't go too badly. This is actually terrifying right here. They're in such a bad spot. Gold rush continuously. They're really boosting the mid laner. Okay, it doesn't look like they have enough points or anything to do a initiate on the bottom lane, which is great. So, all right. So now the dragon fight's going to involve everybody, and I need my guys to be healthy. So we're probably doing Traveler's Blessing and Runic Ward. Yep, Runic Ward. And we are going to Traveler's Blessing ourselves because it's very important she stays alive to continuously buff people. Alright, let's get into the dragon fight, see how this goes. I'm not giving it up. I'm not giving it up. It's not happening. I'm not giving it up. We're fighting this. First person to kill 3 enemies. Hopefully we target things a little better. Get things going. Ooh, misses here. Ooh, huge stun. Huge stun on the right target. Nice job, Tiger Boy. Huge stun on the right target right there. Okay, Tiger Boy, we just need another good stun off from you. Okay, don't attack the same person because you can't stun him twice in a row, but you know, that's fine. Yep. Oh gosh, things are gonna get a little dangerous here. Polulu's just so low. Come on, Tiger Boy. Okay, Tiger Boy gets another stun off. That's great. Polulu is getting way too low. She might die this round. Yep. All right. I'm pretty sure we still win this. As long as we kill or stun the girl at the right time. We really gotta stun her. But we have to wait for this to wear off. Oh, we only stun her once per fight. That's alright. Come on. Come on. Come on! Kill somebody! This is terrifying. All of our guys are so low, but the See, the clones are coming in clutch right there, just constantly taking the hits instead. We lost 2, but we were able to get their 3 down before. Perfect. Oh, and do we have... Oh, we don't have enough points for missile or anything like that, but do we have... Oh, we have 9. We have 10 points. All right, so obviously you treasure, you give everybody the stuff, and we don't actually have to worry about anything except for closing out the game. So we're back to full hit points because everybody recalls, and it's just Fatty White over there because he was not at 40%, so he didn't recall, and it's just her. So closing out the game is 8 full rounds, and it uses everybody on the field. God, I don't know if we can actually do that. Oh, yeah, we can. I thought their mid laner was still alive. We're closing it out. This either goes perfectly or it's a very embarrassing loss. One of the two, you know, really just depends on how quickly we can actually kill things. And it's not looking like we kill things very fast. But as long as we all don't die, things should be fine. So it's looking like first game is in the bag. We ignored our mid laner, left them on an island to die. Our top laner just did his job, stayed farming, and we kind of threw all of our attention on the bot lane. Things worked out well. All right, so that's our first victory. Facebot Gaming taken down Rat Gaming. Easy peasy, perfect. MVP in the bot lane. 4, 1, and 2, 35% of the team's damage, 66.7% of the kill participation. All 3 of the judges voting for Ubachen to be our MVP. This is always a fun part. You get to read little comments from everybody. So dominating in the lane, Ubachen's player maneuvers during clashes are often impressive. The Ubachen player demonstrates a remarkably high attack accuracy rate on the battlefield. During teamfights, the Ubachen player's high attack rate is truly remarkable. I always like to just thank everybody, you know, give them a thumbs up. It'll also be able to tell you per player as well, so we can click on each player to see what people are talking about, as well as it shows you their combat rating and their score for the team. So their support was doing a good job of constantly targeting our mid laner and setting them up to be ganked by their mid and jungle assassin duo, but outside of that, things weren't going too hot for them. But I do always like clicking on my guys just to give a thumbs up to everybody, let the fans know that we appreciate them. Now, since we're on Hell mode, the amount of fans we get is significantly reduced. The amount of XP that we get is significantly reduced. Just everything is significantly reduced. So as you can see, their mid laner was popping off, 6, 2, and 1. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. But in the end, Tiger Boy took the most damage in the... Oh, Tiger Boy took the second most damage in the game. Things went pretty easy for us right there. Now, we did not actually utilize our top laner at all. We never used any of his abilities or anything like that. We just weren't in the right spot for that. But, as you can see, we kind of just held through basically from the first encounter onwards. So that's a good first game down in the bag. So as the game progresses, the club achieves milestones. So over here, one of our milestones is just beginner, which is nice. Click on it to receive the corresponding thing. Okay, yep. So we click on that, we get our little coach points, which is going to help us train our athletes later. This is also going to break down if our hero mastery increased, our total attribute bonuses, as well as our fans. So Vincent went up to intermediate, Azaleus went up to intermediate, he's got a bunch of offense going up, he's at 74 now total, he went up by 13. Dogfather went up to intermediate, pretty sure everybody's going to go up to intermediate. Our MVP got double on the reflex. She got a 5 on the reflex. I don't think anybody else got a 5 yet. Nope. But we did get a 4 in our jungler and the mechanics. And then our support. Ooh, our support with the double 5s. Let's go. All right. So I think we're going to dive in real fast, show you guys the coaching points, and then we'll end the video there. So let's quickly check out what the training points and the coaching points are actually about. So our total team fans went up to 1,059, and we also got 30 training points. So let's show you guys that. Now, when you upgrade or when you increase your hero mastery, you'll get a new trait. Some of the traits are doubles. You just select which one you want. This one obviously is a single one, so we gain 2.25 attack power, 30 max HP per level, so that's nice. So you do kind of want to try to play the heroes that you're good at, obviously. So we're going to try to make sure our hero pool is healthy and prepared and ready to go for when we reach League 2 and higher up. Paloma is going to gain 3 attack power, 22.5 max HP. 3 attack power, 22 max HP for Tiger Boy as well. 22, 30 for Zealot. And 3.75 attack power and 17 max HP for our AD carry here. Ooh. Alrighty. So, with our AD carry, if you guys remember, her trait's a 30% chance for hero points to go into another hero as well. So we actually got Gang also set up to tier 2 intermediate. So he's going to gain that extra attack power and max health as well, which is huge for us. And it's going to increase Elemi, which is huge for us, and Niels. So the most important part right now is getting our second AD carry into her hero pool, so we have that chance to get them leveled up at all times as well. So with this momentum, our entry into League 2 is almost certain. So our next opponent is Abstract Joker, but like I said, we're going to quickly go through all this. Our MVP of last match says, Coach Coates, what's up? Coach, did you secretly like the comments supporting me? What do you mean secretly? I did like them. How do you know? What are you talking about? I love so. We support our fans. Does our fans support us? Hey, because I wrote that comment with a fake account. Hey, Coach, if you want to praise me, just say it. No, you're writing things with a fake account? That's crazy. Ooh, okay. I want to read this, though. I was just worried you'd get a big head. Ahem, tactical throw killing. Go back and train properly. Okay, Coach, by the way, next time you want to praise me, just say it directly. No need to be so secretive about it. I can handle it. Yeah. Before you finish your sentence, she dashes off out of the front office in a flash. But she gained some points here, which is good. One day you went to the training room to check on the player's training status. Lots of panting. That's our Darker is our assistant. Even before you went to the training room, you could hear a faint groaning coming from inside. What's going on? You hurried into the training room and found a man dressed as a chef distributing fried chicken to the players. Seeing you come in, the man quickly walked over to you. You must be the coach of FaceBot, right? Who are you? The man dressed as a chef grabbed your hand and shook it vigorously. Hi there, I'm the owner of Grinning Chicken. Everyone calls me Chef. Okay, and what's this about? Well, you see, I've noticed lately that my customers always like to order fried chicken when they watch games. So I thought, why not sponsor a team in the league? Help promote our chicken joint. As he spoke, Chef hands you a piece of fried chicken. I can't say for sure anything else, but I guarantee our chicken for the players will hit the spot. Try it freshly fried. I'll have a bite. You know, he's being really nice. I'm not going to interrogate him. Whether it was because you were hungry at the moment or because the chef's eager especially, you took a bite. Sizzle, sizzle. Spicy flavor instantly fills your mouth. Quick, Coach, drink some water. Okay, why are you sponsoring us? Break it down for me. Like, are you a fan of the games or do you just want the exposure? Either way, that's fine. Hey, it's because my daughter is a fan of your club. She heard that I wanted to sponsor a club and she cried and begged me to sponsor you guys. All right, thanks for your support. I'll consider it during the next transfer window. Okay, I'll be waiting for good news. Want another piece? Nah, give it to the players. Give it to the players. Okay, so it's looking like we could have a sponsor next transfer window. This is a sunny week. I'm assuming the weather of the week does have effects on players and whatnot. This is our coach rank, so we do get our coach rank up here, which is really nice. We can click on the info buttons to learn a bunch of stuff. On the bottom, our C is our coach point, our T is our training points. Training points is the points we can use to train up our athletes. Coach points are it's going to be the things that we can buy other stuff with, like new equipment. Pretty sure we can buy like a building type of thing will help other stuff. We'll get all into that when it comes up. So we got FaceBot going on. I love our little emblem. If we do continue this run during the full release, or if we remake our thing, we might do a custom emblem or something like that. We haven't decided yet. So unlock a fair during week 1 every month. You can choose month objective you'd like to complete and gain rewards at the end of this month. Circus, everything is for winning and dragon hunting. Unlock a fair. Spend coach points on building your team. All right. So the next match will take place after training this week. All right, so we're going to do the training first, just so we can get this full episode to show you everything that the game has to offer, and then we'll start the next episode jumping into the game. But let's get this training finished up first. But the people we're going up against, they're 0-1. They played Wukong, Wolfgang, and Zealot. Now, Zealot is something that I very much enjoy playing, but I don't like playing against, so we might ban it depending on how things go. Wolfgang and Wukong, we're not really worried about. Wukong, as long as we're not playing Tiger Boy, things should be fine. Average kills 9 to 7. Rank 4 and 5. 100% first blood, first hour, dragons. We should be okay, but let's get into the training here. So So the first thing we can buy off the bat is intensive training, which you can spend training points to train specific athletes every week. Perfect. The assistant comes into your office with a tablet computer. Coach, I got this website from a colleague. They say all the content quality is really high. Take a look. Assistant hands you a tablet showing you a web page named Coach with various videos and title links. It's a newly established website that has various training method videos. You can see if there are any training methods we can add for our player. However, the website operates on a membership basis. To watch all the videos, we need to subscribe. Otherwise, we can only watch one video for free. Please consider it. All right. So we can either spend 20 of our training points to unlock everything, or we can pick one thing to unlock. So the collaboration and coordination intensive lecture, development core intensive lecture, or sparring partner intensive lecture, we're actually just going to purchase everything. With being on hell mode and everybody leveling very slowly, we want to make sure we have the best leveling things that we can get. So we got creep score, coordination, and training partners. So creep score is going to increase our farming and our defense. Coordination is going to increase our offense, defense, and our reflex, and the training partner will help us boost a column. So, offense, defense, and reflex, I think we're actually going to throw onto our jungler and our mid laner, so we'll toss that right here. Our creep score, I think we might toss into our top laner here. We'll have the training partner get everything going, and then we're going to take another training partner, and we're going to throw it onto the person who I think is doing the best, which is going to be Obi-Chen. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't care that much. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we'll throw that in there just to help everyone else kind of start catching up a little bit. That MVP really does help. Perfect. So we got some critical successes this time. Sadly, none of the critical successes were on our big things, but our training partner did succeed on helping out everybody a lot. So everything should be going up. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so now this is where we can provide the extra training. So if we wanted to help out specific athletes, we can use our training points. Now we did use most of our training points up already, so we only have 10 training points that we can use. So we actually aren't going to be able to catch anything, but you can see here, it'll show you how much everything will increase for each character. And then once we get higher level in the coaching, it'll also be things like helping us unlock more heroes for our hero pool and everything like that. Perfect. So we're actually able to go into negative training points, which I didn't know we can do, so that's really cool to know. That was a big success. We got 4 in our offense, 1 in our mechanic, and 2 in our reflex. Perfect. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and stop that here for the first episode. Once again, this one's going to be a pretty long episode. Every other episode, we're probably just going to do our game and then our training week and end again on this screen right here until we jump into the next one. But if you guys did enjoy watching this, please, if you feel like it, leave a like and a subscribe. If not, don't. And we're going to keep on going through. Once again, we're going to try to get undefeated throughout everything that the demo has to offer before the game releases on the 23rd. So make sure you guys stop back in and check out our next update. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm Hail Tales. I've had an absolute blast chilling, and I can't wait to start the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.